Before my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2024, here are some honourable mentions. Number 6, Venom 3. They need to turn this franchise around after the lackluster second film, and I think they can do it. Action and violence, that's all we need here. Number 5, Joker 2. The first Joker was a great origin story with a different twist. I hear this one is a musical with Lady Gaga in it, so they'll have to pull off something spectacular to keep the original's audience entertained. Hopefully we can kill off Harley Quinn. I'm sick of her. Number 4, Transformers 1. The original and the best. Generation 1 Transformers might actually get me back into the cinema for a Transformers movie. Number 3, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. The last one wasn't terrible, so anything to erase the memory of the 2016 flop is good news. Number 2, Deadpool 3. I just want to see Wolverine. Number 1, Beetlejuice 2. There's no way they can recreate the magic of the original. They won't be allowed. Here's my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2024. Number 5, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. The second part of the second Spider-Verse movie and Miles Morales is back. And with Spider-Man alongside him, there's nothing they can't accomplish. I'm looking forward to this one as I want to see the reaction when Miles Morales gets usurped by a white woman in his own film. I'm getting a little sick of the 10 FPS comic book styling. I mean, I get it, it's the look you're going for, and it does look good. It's just a little tiring to watch. Maybe that's my PC gaming side coming out. The more frames, the merrier. Number 4, Lord of the Rings, War of Rohirrim. Brian Cox should be good as Helm Hammerhand, King of Rohan. It will be good to have some decent Lord of the Rings material after the disaster that was Rings of Power. Casting a white male as the lead instantly sets my mind at ease, knowing that they're not trying to guilt anyone into watching this movie. It will be created as close to the source material as possible without any funny business. Number 3, Furiosa. This could just as easily be cringe, but George Miller has the credits in the bank to get the benefit of the doubt. I'm optimistic that this will be just as big of a spectacle as the movie that spawned it. The 4th Mad Max movie, Fury Road. Gone is Charlize Theron, and in her place is Anya Taylor-Joy. While I'm not a fan of hers, I trust George to get it done. Number 2, Gladiator 2. This movie is about 25 years too late. I would have loved a Gladiator spin-off, but a sequel? I'm not so sure. The plot sounds so divorced from the story of the original that it may as well be a new franchise. Good to see Peter Mensa getting another run in the sandals after his work in Spartacus. Hopefully Ridley Scott can recapture some of the magic from his earlier works, and not the lazy, incoherent messes he's directed over the last couple of decades. Why is this in my most anticipated? I just love the original Gladiator enough that I'm in full cope mode. Number 1, Dunk Part 2. I felt that Dunk Part 1 kind of quit midway in a manner that was not very satisfying. I want to see a deep dive into the life of the Fremen. I have no doubt that the movie will be visually stunning. I'm just concerned that it will be narratively unfulfilling. Hopefully these movies live up to my expectations and 2024 will be a year to remember. Here's my top 5 most anticipated TV shows of 2024. Number 5, The Penguin. I'm hoping this one gets some very smart writers because I feel Cobblepot is not your run-of-the-mill crook. Good to see Clancy Brown getting another oceanic role after his run as Mr. Krabs. I'm hoping they don't lean on the sympathetic side of Penguin too much. I want to see him running amok. Number 4, Beverly Hills Cop. I'm a fan of Eddie Murphy, so when this was announced I was cautiously optimistic. He seems to have pulled his head in a bit from the Pluto Nash and Nutty Professor days. I am a bit concerned that there won't be any humour, as they would have watched the old movies back and made notes on the possibility of getting cancelled if they make a one-for-one remake. Give me some jokes, some action, and that collision of worlds between the straight-laced LA cops and the Detroit PD. Number 3, Andor Season 2. This is what we want from our Star Wars spin-offs. Things set in the same universe, but with only a fine sprinkling of the obvious Star Wars elements. The Empire, TIE Fighters, aliens. These should all be set dressing for an interesting story and interesting characters. This is what made Andor Season 1 so great, and I hope it continues into Season 2. Number 2, House of the Dragon Season 2. Season 1 was my top TV show / movie of 2023, so I'm expecting big things from Season 2. The sets, costumes, VFX, scripts, dialogue, acting were all terrific in the previous season, and I see no reason why this shouldn't continue. My only downer is the absence of Paddy Considine. Who knows, maybe he can be a spooky ghost. Matt Smith will be just as good hamming it up as Damon. Number 1, Fallout. I've been a big fan of the Fallout games since the very beginning, I'm hopeful that they can bring the Westworld Season 1 charm to the show and not the subsequent seasons. The sets and costumes look good. I'm a bit worried about the focus on the female character, as writers seem to be unable to write them as interesting and instead make them perfect. Westworld went down that path. However, I think Westworld was impacted by writers' strikes, so maybe it was an aberration. There's enough material here that this should be one of the good ones. Hopefully these shows live up to my expectations and 2024 will be a year to remember. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing. I release reviews occasionally when time allows, and a thumbs up would be a big motivator for further reviews. If you didn't like it, feel free to leave a thumbs down and let me know how I can improve in the comments below. Anyway, I'm Mixie, thanks for your time, and have a good one.